Okay, this is our third EKG here. Let's write down what we're going to look for. We're going to look for rate, we're going to look for rhythm, we're going to look for axis, intervals, as well as injury patterns, right? We want to have a nice systematic way that we're looking at this. So let's do it. Okay, let's do this one, the other method of counting. So let's find one that gets near a line. Ooh, this one right here does. So this is 300, 150, 100, 75, 60, 42, and then I don't know what comes after that. Okay, so something less than 42. Let's count it then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 6 equals 48. All right, well, kind of close. So somewhere in the 40s is what we're thinking this is, the rate. So let's put that up here. Let's put it at 48. What's the rhythm? Let's take a look. We got a P, we got a QRS, we got a T. P, QRS, T. It's happening everywhere, right? Okay, so I think this is again a sinus rhythm. Let's put that up here. Sinus rhythm. Now let's look at the axis. Let's go back to our leads that we need to, and we see here that this is mostly a positive one, and F is also mostly positive. So if we were to draw our axes again here, positive 1, positive F, and we know that we had positive F, positive 1, so we're in this axis here, normal axis. We'll get some abnormal ones at some point, don't worry. Intervals, let's look at those now. Let's pick this over here. Okay, look at this bump here like that. It has that double shape. That is a atrial hypertrophy, which we will cover at some other point. But let's just do the intervals again like I promised. So let's start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might even be more. Let's see. Do another one. Let's do this one here. Okay, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one probably has a PR interval that is more than 200. So 6 times 40 is 240. So it's a big PR interval. What does that mean? Remember, we have the SA node, the AV node. Means for some reason there's a longer block in here. It's taking longer to get through the AV node. There's an AV block. This one's called a first degree block, which you will learn. Okay, well, let's look at the QRS. So we'll look here. Okay, the QRS, it's 1 box, 2 boxes. Okay, so that's 80 milliseconds. Well, that seems fine. And then the QTC, let's just do it really grossly again. We'll estimate. It looks about normal, right? So we will say for our intervals, the PR is prolonged, right? So let's just put it at 240 milliseconds. The QRS was fine, normal, and the QTC was fine, normal. And then let's look for any injury patterns. And again, let's look systematically. And so inferior leads, do we see anything? You know what we do? We see some T-wave inversions in the inferior leads. And this one is not really, but okay, so maybe some inferior T-wave inversions. Let's look next at the lateral leads, right? And so we'll look up high lateral leads. I don't see any ST elevations. Let's zoom in there. No. And over here, no. And the T waves are both up. Let's go to the lateral leads over here. And so those are these here. Again, we'll zoom in. I don't see any ST segment elevations or any T wave inversions. And then finally, let's look at these anteroseptal ones. And, well, there's a T-wave inversion here in the V1, but we said that kind of happens from time to time. And the other ones also look fine. So what do we have for injury patterns? I think we just have some T-wave inversions inferiorly. Right? Okay, so all in all, what do we see with this EKG? I think what we have is a bradycardia, right? That sinus rhythm with normal axis and a prolonged PR interval, which is a first degree block, with some inferior T-wave inversions. What do these mean? I don't know. We would have to look at the whole story of the patient and maybe even look if this person maybe had these in the past. Maybe that's just how they look now. So you can compare it to an old one. And so this is the third EKG. All right, we went through it kind of quickly, so watch the video as many times as you need to, and feel free to give me a call or an email if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye-bye.